Know the whole shit. So don't ever in your life get me confused with some of them other niggas that you might see on TV or hear on the radio and such. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is me.
As the main character, I think Eren gets a lot of criticism in season 1, and I can't help but disagree to at least some of it. I mean, yes, he does come off as an arrogant brat that has a rather stereotypical goal at the start of the show, and his actions for the majority of season 1 reflect that type of naive, typical shonen protag behavior, but within season 1, there's a lot of subtle nods to his future character development. When watching later parts of the show, especially near the end of season 3 and season 4, it's quite obvious that Eren's character arc was set up in season 1 as this generic, simple goal the hero of the story, but I want to focus on season 1 specifically and how the author put subtle nods and hints towards his later progression, especially with how Eren handles relationships and his comrades. And the scene that I'm primarily talking about is the latter part of season 1 where the scouts are being chased in the forest by the female titan. This scene is quite underrated in my opinion, where throughout the show until that point, Eren is portrayed as this naive child with one grand goal, and suddenly he has these powers that let him achieve that goal. And I believe this is where one of the main criticisms for Eren stems from. Oh, now this annoying kid has transformation powers that'll just enable him in his arrogance towards some arbitrary, stereotypical end goal and will be the hero of the story. You might as well make him the Hokage too. This is almost a valid criticism in my opinion. And honestly, I would agree with it if it wasn't for a single scene in season 1. It's the scene where the scouts are being chased by the female titan and Eren questions the nature of Captain Levi and Levi Squad's decision to not retaliate immediately as their comrades are dying right in front of them. And this contrasts with Eren's own thoughts. He's the main character and he can transform to a titan and save his comrades in that moment. And that's because he believes he's some sort of special person chosen to save humanity. And this is a theme that's been reiterated throughout the show. Something happened, Eren transforms, and Eren saves the day, hence Eren coming to the conclusion that he's special. However, in this scene, it's Eren's reluctance to transform that starts to give depth to his character. It's the starting point of where Eren realizes that he's not the sole hero of humanity, and he has to learn to trust his comrades and resist the urge to take the reins himself. Here, I think Eren has sort of convinced himself as his almighty savior of humanity, and while his intentions are morally justifiable, I can't help but think that they come off as sort of simple-minded. And there are two things that make this scene one of the best in all of AOT. First is Eren's internal conflict of choosing whether or not to transform or trust his teammate, and the other is Levi. Levi reveals that the decision is not that Eren must choose to transform or not, but rather how the nature of his choice reflects his willingness to have faith in his allies. It's rather subtle, and the insinuation that Eren thinks of himself as some sort of special person is laid out flat, and Levi and his squad use that to enlighten Eren towards trusting them.
巨人の力とは無関係にな。どんなに力で抑えようとも、どんな檻に閉じ込めようとも、こいつの意識を服従させることは誰にもできない。選べ。自分を信じるか、俺やこいつら調査兵団組織を信じるかだ。俺にはわからない。ずっとそうだ。自分の力を信じても、信頼に至る仲間の選択を信じても、結果は誰にもわからなかった。
And it's in scenes like this where Attack on Titan shows the true depth of its characters and its story. Although Levi just called Eren out, he throws a bombshell in there by saying that Eren still has a choice to do what he wants and that he himself doesn't claim to know what the right choice actually is. All he can really do is rely on his abilities and his comrades, because at the end of the day, no one will know how things will turn out. This is just amazing dialogue by Levi, because not only does it humanize Levi, but also foreshadows Eren's development as a whole. What makes this scene special is how it challenges Eren's belief in his own strength versus the trust he instills in his companions. We as the audience are led to believe that Eren has developed as a character by somewhat outgrowing those self-aggrandizing notions that he initially had, and learning that he can put some trust in his teammates and the rest of his squad to shoulder some of that burden. This is set up only to be torn down within a few scenes, and is truly where the subtle genius of AOT shines. This choice further reinforces Eren's initial belief that he is some special person chosen to save humanity, as well as dim the trust he can put on his comrades. It's not until much later do we see Eren finally come to a conclusion about his own identity and his place in saving humanity. And that concludes the Eren portion of my Attack on Titan series. I wanted to do more, but I'm gonna wait until the show is over so I can do more season 4 stuff. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thanks to all my 20 subscribers. It means so much. Comment what you would like to see in future videos. I'm kind of busy with school, so I don't know how many I can do. But anyways, thanks for watching and peace.